Do up, do up.
Share to a page. I'm a curious.
Do up, do up. Do up, do up. Do up, do up. Do up, do up. Do up. What do? Wop, wop. Do do. Do wop, do wop. Woppy do. Wop, wop, wop. Do do do. Wop. Do up. What do?
There it is. Oh, that's why. Hello and welcome. Hello everyone. I am Kale with Queen City Comedy, and this is Smells Like Ghosts, the Monster of the Week, a paranormal soap opera. Thank you so much for joining us. As you know, the first Tuesday of each month, we see the ongoing narrative of Smells Like Ghosts and their Monster of the Week. So come back the first Tuesday of every month and see what progresses in the town of Undisclosed. Now, you can help us out by giving us some suggestions that will help fuel our improv. So whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, in the chat, if you would please share with us what's an irrational fear that you had as a child. An irrational fear that you had as a child. Put that in the chat, and we will use that for the improv. Who's going to do the improv? I hear you asking across the interwebs. Of course, our fantastic super trio, Smells Like Ghosts. Come on out and say hello, everybody. Woo. Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. There they all are. There's one, and there's another. This is like the ZZ Top, the power pop trio of improv. I'm going to ask them to introduce themselves, and they don't know this, but I'm going to ask them to share a couple things. Who they are, where they're zooming in from.
I don't know that.
I'm going to ask them to share a little bit about the character or characters that they play on the Monster of the Week. And what's an interesting fact, a true thing, that you'd like to share with folks that maybe they don't know. It could be about parakeets or grocery delivery, whatever you'd like to share. We are going to start with let's see, let me randomly pick Kat.
Hey, Kat, zooming in from Charlotte. So I play Faye DuPont, Faye DuPont, wears the scarf. French, she was an exchange student. She's since graduated. Now she's just hates, most people and doesn't care. And Tracy Hemlock, who is a Southerner, probably from somewhere along the Texas-Arkansas border. And she is a psychic who's really bad at being a psychic. Random facts. The fortune cookie was created by a Japanese man in San Francisco.
All right. Thank you. Spot on. Exactly what we were looking for. Let me switch it now over to Scarlett.
Hello, I'm Scarlett. I'm zooming in from Austin, Texas. And in the show, I play Juniper, who is a modern-day witch, an apothecarian of sorts. Not a fortune teller. We have one of those. I'm not a divination witch in the show. My fun fact that I'm going to share. Let's see. I had one and now it's gone. My fun fact is that every Lego brick ever made by Lego works with every other Lego brick made by Lego, no matter what the style. Duplo, Lego, and there's one other line that it works with too. But they all work together.
Oh, all right. That's a good fact. And over to Bill.
Hi, I'm Rusty Bill. I'm zooming in from Missouri, Grandview. And the character I play is Larry Atkins, who's a Southerner from Southern Iowa. Not really. He's a 6,500-year-old man, so he's been around quite a bit. And for my possibly useless fact, for my useless fact, I'd say that there are drumsticks that actually have a left and a right, so they non-interchangeable.
Whoa!
All right.
The lie is as good as a fact.
Oh, you had me. I believed you. I believed you. All right.
It's Quattro, which is actually double the size of Duplo. So there's Lego, Duplo, which is double Lego, and there's Quattro, which is double Duplo.
Oh,
wow!
I kind of
I'd hate to step on one of those quadruple.
I know.
All right. Speaking of things that we hate, the ask for was, what's an irrational fear that you had as a child? And we always get such great answers. I want to compile these one day and just put them all in a book. Let's see. Craig Collins says elevator failure. Velvet Duke says adults staring out their curtains. I get that. Jeff Taylor says escalators and quicksand. Both elevators and quicksands. I want to see all the comments. Let me see.
I want to say I've been stuck in an elevator, and that is a legit fear.
Yeah, it could happen. Jen Karsten says E.T., which I've heard a lot. Angie Schultz says worms. And then if I switch over to YouTube, I see Brooke Hollowell says that my brother would get worms in his gut and they'd crawl out and try to get me. So that's 2 worm-related fears. So we're going to take worms, specifically worms in somebody's gut that might crawl out and try to get you. So do with that as you will. All right, so if you would disappear, we'll start our music here in just 1 second. Boom, boom, boom. As soon as I locate the introduction. There it is.
Yes, it's time once again for Queen City Comedy's improv team, Smells Like Ghosts, starring in the Paranormal Soap Opera Mystery Theater thing show. I'm your host. Insert host name.
It's Kale.
Join us now in the episode we call Insert Episode Name.
It's worms.
First,
worms in somebody's stomach.
here's what happened in our previous episode.
Last week we heard Juniper say,
That's not my rose bush.
and we heard Larry Adkins exclaim,
Dang, that's the 3rd time I stubbed the same toe this hour.
and we heard Francis ask,
Why are you all on my porch again?
all this and nothing more on this week's Monster of the Week.
You know, she is more dangerous than a hand-me-down denture suspended in green gelatin.
You're talking about Miss Champagne.
Yeah, she is really dangerous underneath all of that sweetness.
I don't believe that. I just don't. She is just too kind.
The nicer they are, the more likely they are to shank you in your sleep if you upset them. I'm just saying.
All right. I can accept that.
I mean, it's going to take a lot to push her there. And I mean, we're going to have to like push her almost off the cliff, but cliffs of despair. But you know, she can get pushed that far eventually.
Yeah, but I don't think we should do it.
Oh no, I do not in any circumstance think that we should push her to wanting to off us in our sleep. Oh, just heavens no.
It'd be a sight to see, but I'm worried. I'm worried something really bad will happen.
I mean, it would be more frightening than circus clowns at a rodeo, but you know.
Tracy, I have something yeah, I like Miss Champagne.
Like or like.
I think it was the one with 3 of them. Reload.
There you go, you little buggers. Eat up. Oh. Well, howdy there, Faye. When they see my worms, I'm training them. I'm training them to help fishermen out. I want to make $1 million.
And you help fishermen out just by breeding worms, or are they just so smart they sing to bring fish in?
Well, it's a two-edged sword for me. See, because that part of it is that they're going to be real enticing, and they'll know how to move just so to get that fish coming in after them. And also, they got muscles, so they're building up their muscles. That fish gets even close to that hook, them worms going to reach out, grab it, suck it in, and strangle it.
Hmm. Sounds like something I was working on when I was a biology student over at the high school. How to get worms to suck things in.
Yeah,
Mostly, I
that's
was trying to send them to the nether regions of hell, but you know.
well, yeah, but I'm just trying to keep them, keep them local and stuff. Not, I don't want them coming back out with horns, the water be boiling because they're so hot from being demons and such. So, but anyway, uh, I heard tell that Miss Champagne thinks that a couple of people is picking on her in town here.
Oh, yes, and I pick on her all the time. I, for one, am definitely a problem.
Well, I mean, she seems nice enough to me, if a bit misguided sometimes. I don't know what you know. I hate to get involved, but I mean, I told her I'd ask around and see if, there was something I could convey to her that would help her out.
Well, she is a very nice person. And as it turns out, nice actually comes from a Latin word that means naive. So it's very fitting. And that's why people like me, for instance, talk about her.
Be-
But I talk about her
Because,
to her face too. So,
so are you saying you're naive or you're not naive?
oh, no, I am definitely not nice at all.
Oh, okay. I just got to get it straight, because for some reason, people in town seem to expect me to be the social coordinator. So if you have a party for Miss Champagne, here's the people you don't invite. And if you have a party for somebody else, here's the people you gotta invite, or you hurt their feelings if they don't. Oh, it's just a bunch of crap. I'm the animal control officer. I don't need to be going socializing.
I mean, you do realize wrangling people in this town is animal control. It's like herding cats.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I didn't sign up for that. I mean, if it ain't got fur, I don't want to have any dealings with it.
Then you've not been at the beach during the summer. Most of these people have hairy backs.
Meanwhile, at the undisclosed city offices,
City offices, city offices, city offices.
Faye, have you found the city records, the census?
I did, and then I left it in the back room because I just don't care. Oh, I did text you a photo though. Check your phone real quick.
Oh, I'm just gonna go get the real thing.
Up to
Afterward,
you.
give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Do, do,
Oh,
do,
this
do,
is
do, do,
such a
do,
mess back
do,
here.
do, do, do,
Ah,
do, do,
oh, found
do,
it. Found it.
do,
Great.
do.
We've got them. We've got the cen. I don't know why you didn't bring them out, but we've got the census. We now know that there's a backlog of people to be regenerated.
Ooh, this is the most exciting thing that I have seen happen. Oh, ooh, your tease. Step one.
Step one. Oh wow. I don't know. We just got a backlog like I don't even know how they're actually regenerating. I just know that we've got a backlog of people that should have been regenerated.
Well,
That's
I
more
may have
people.
also gotten very lazy, and if you don't file the paperwork correctly with city records, then shit just doesn't happen.
I'm thinking you might want to because it's more people for you to upset, and you love that.
Ooh, you are speaking my language, Juniper.
Yeah, I knew it. So
Just finding the right way to motivate me.
exactly, right. So you'll help me figure
Yes.
out how to rejuvenate, how to get some of these people popping back into town,
Oh, I would love to. Ooh,
or
and I
why.
bet I don't know, but Larry has some very fascinating worms. I bet they would be helpful.
Hmm, I'm gonna start.
That's right, Mr. Mayor. Yes. Yes, I know there's a backlog. Well, we get people that are trying to go to alternative. Uh, what?
I have the log right here. I went and
The-
I Faye and I fished it out of the city offices.
Okay, well, I mean, I know there's a bunch of them, but you see, they keep wanting to go to other places. They don't want to come back to undisclosed for some reason. I don't know why. Yes, Mr. Mayor, I'll get back to you. Yeah, for some reason, the people want to go to Natonomap, and some other people want to go to disclosed, and they keep saying there's something wrong with this town.
Hmm. And they just won't regenerate here at all.
At
Like
all. They
not
would
even a temporary stopgap.
not
Huh?
even that. No, whatever you said. But anyway, the so what's happening is they're not getting regenerated at all because disclosed and Natonomap and South Wika, they're all filled up.
Larry, this town's perfectly fine.
Yeah, but I mean, every week there's another person or two that's missing, and we end up hardly having anyone around town.
I barely even noticed.
Well, when's the last time you saw Miss Champagne?
I just came from Miss Champagne's house and France, what's supposed to be Francis's house, and I even had those silly energy drinks that Francis likes, and like nobody was around. Oh my god, I have to go get back to city records.
Yeah, see,
Nobody.
nobody coming back here. We got to fix something. We got to figure out what it is, and we got to fix it.
So we can't bring the people back because they don't want to. And the people that are already missing, we have no idea where they are.
Well, to tell you the truth, that's not 100%. That's what we tell everybody because we don't constantly want people coming in and messaging these people that are in stasis, which is what you call it when you're dead, but you're not dead and you're getting ready to be rejuvenated. They call that stasis. We can contact them. We can send them messages, much like a cell phone with pictures and videos. So we need to come up with a way that we can produce a video or something about welcome to undisclosed, and make it sound like it's real hep place to be.
Larry, I think you're on to a really good idea there. Like we do need like some kind of tourism department, but this whole people missing thing's got me scared.
You don't need to be scared. I mean, or do you know something I don't?
Meanwhile, at the cafe, Well, I am not getting a coffee around here unless I make it myself the way things are going. Between Larry and Juniper, the only other person I've seen running around is nobody. She works over at the city office. She's a little crazy, though. She just comes always high strung, so much energy. It's like, what? I mean, this is undisclosed city offices. Like, how much stress can you actually be in over there? I don't know. Well, as I do not know how to make this fancy coffee machine work, I guess I am just gonna crack me open one of these bottles of wine. Ain't nobody around to see me do this either. Oh, that's kind of freeing. Almost makes me want to do karaoke in the cafe all by myself. Maybe next time.
Dear diary, I hate to write this. This may be my last entry. I don't know what happened. Them damn worms got into my gut, and now I don't feel real good. And I don't know if I'll be rejuvenated or not because I wanted to go to disclosed next time. But I'm gonna have to see what happens, I guess.
So I ran into some of those worms that Larry had been growing. Turns out they are feistier than a seagull using fancy silverware. And they've just literally gotten into everybody that's, well, not here right now. And Larry, nothing gets into him after 6,000 years.
I'm surprised you can call someone feisty, Tracy.
A valid point. Very valid point. I own that.
Any like you're way feistier than anybody I know. These worms are feistier than you.
Oh yeah, they are feistier than me. They okay. You know those grackles down in Austin that just like steal your chips off the table when you're trying to eat at a Tex-Mex restaurant outside? They're feistier than those, and those grackles are pretty feisty.
Ooh, I've heard legends of Texas grackles.
Yep, grocery store birds.
The only thing feistier than you is a
Yeah,
blackbird.
and now those worms. Those
And
worms that are.
now those worms. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I mean, usually I'm all full of ideas on how to deal with things. I don't got nothing in me today.
I I think it's just the town's kind of empty.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen we've seen Larry, but we haven't seen
That's hilarious. It's been a couple weeks since I've seen Miss Champagne. It's
Chim-
been
Oh,
at
and
least,
Francis. Francis is usually annoying the crap out of me all the time.
yeah, you're right. I kind of miss like my days don't have enough Francis in them because Francis is a part of every day, unfortunately.
I mean, just like popping up out of nowhere, like you think that you don't like it and you want it to go away, but then it's like that obnoxious cousin that once they finally go off to college, you're like, man, I kind of miss having that obnoxious cousin just popping up out of nowhere, playing practical jokes.
Yeah, it's like the sound of that clock. The clock that I have, like I always have that clock. I can always hear that clock, but something's missing without Francis's grating voice to go. That's yeah.
Hmm. Also, I think this is the first time I've heard the birds sing in forever, though.
These worms. They are so feisty. And I got them out of my garden. But I won't let the rest of town know that. They can't know because otherwise I won't be regenerated, rejuvenated. But I swear to God, they'll just kick me out and they'll relocate me to disclose. I like it here. No, so many fun things come out of my garden. Oh,
I just came over to tell you, you got to be careful. Don't take any of those worms out of your garden.
Larry, I don't take worms out of my garden.
Well, if you do, don't eat any of them.
Oh, only if they end up in a vegetable.
Sounds kind of tasty.
Yeah, right.
There was this book, silly American book, How to Eat Fried Worms. Are they better if they are fried? Was this a cookbook? I never actually finished it.
Hmm. I heard tell people putting them on pizza, that would be probably pretty. What am I talking about? If you eat them, they're going to get in your gut and then they'll spread.
Will they eat the worms? And do they indeed spread? And what's the best way to eat them? Fried? Fricasseed? What is fricasseed?
And a vegetable.
Tune in next week when we hear Juniper exclaim,
Oh my God, there's a worm in this vegetable.
all this and nothing more on the next Monster of the Week. Ta-da! Yeah, that was it. That was it. Yeah. Come on back out. Say goodbye to everybody. Show some love in the chat on Facebook or on YouTube for Smells Like Ghosts. And tune in the first Tuesday of every month for more Smells Like Ghost shenanigans. All right. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Watching.
All right. Keep watching. Yeah. Bye.